welcome to the channel. This is my first video, and a little backstory on me. I am a full-time rancher and I love MMA, and I'm not going to shoot these videos in a studio or anything. I'm just going to fire from the hip. Right now I'm in between going from the ranch to the house, but the fact it's a 6-month mark, I figured it's the perfect time to start a channel and give out the half-year awards. That being said, the fighter of the year, I think, is obviously Alex Pereira. The way he's knocked out Jamal Hill and knocked out Yuri Prochazka, I mean, the kid's doing incredible work. And a little backstory on me, Yuri is my favorite fighter, so it sucked seeing my boy get his ass kicked again. But tip of the cap to Alex. He is a bad motherfucker, and he's probably going to knock out pretty much anyone who stands with him, unless you land a lucky punch like Izzy did. But I mean, he's 1-3 against him. Then the next award would be the KO of the year, and I think that's another obvious one. Max Holloway over Justin Gaethje, 1 second left. UFC 300 stole the fucking show. Enough said about that. The breakout fighter of the year, another kid, pretty obvious award, Peyton Talbot. He's exploding onto the scene. Bit of a weird dude. Anyone who dances on poles ain't my kind of guy, but I respect what he does in the cage. Very talented fighter. Interested to see how far his career takes him. His last fight didn't teach me much, but the fact he beat Cameron Simon so badly, that's impressive. So I imagine he's just gonna rush up the rankings. I don't see him having trouble until he gets to the top 10 of that division. Next award, we'll do the fight of the year. This one is probably going to be controversial. I know some people think it was too one-sided to be fight of the year, but Islam Makhachev versus Dustin Poirier, that fight was incredible. Had a ton of drama, a ton of back and forth. Dustin seemed to really drag him into deep water. Coming out of the 4th round, Dustin was tearing that body up. I thought Islam's gas tank was waning, and that Dustin had the momentum going into round 5. And then, love him or hate him, Islam showed the heart of a champion, and he got the finish when he needed it. And it was an incredible performance, especially with the back and forth of, if you don't tap, you're going to sleep, and then that is what happened. He did go to sleep. And then the submission of the year, I actually thought about giving Islam the submission of the year, but I think he wins that fight either way, as long as he survives. Whereas Brian Ortega was getting his ass beat by Yair Rodriguez, and I really thought Brian stood no chance going into that fight. I remember telling my buddies all week, Yair easy money, Yair easy money. And Ortega, he survived the storm, and he got the submission. And so far, I think he's had the best submission of the year. I don't think that'll hold up. I think something will come along and beat it. But so far, I think that is submission of the year. And yeah, that about covers it. This is the first of many videos, hopefully. Enjoy the journey. I don't really have any goals for this. I just love MMA, and I drive from the ranch into the house every day, so I figured we might as well make some content and make the ride go by a little faster. Hope y'all had a good 4th, and so it begins.